Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Palai, and welcome to this Let's Play of From Dust. Last episode we have learned how to tame water, and oh no, not the fire again. We have learned how to tame water. We have dealt with the massive tsunamis that have been coming, and we have a volcano that we're trying to deal with, though we can only do so much before things happen. And we learn how to temporarily freeze water, gellifying it. Now it's time to go to the next land. What will we find next? We have tasted the power of the ancients. Once we have recovered the scattered fragments of their memory, we will be like them, whole again. Indeed, the ancients are very powerful. The Thousand Sources. This peaceful haven calls us to rest. Yet the shaman senses the upheaval caused by the ancients, so terrible that they were forced to leave. The desert is like a dead, calm sea, concealing perilous mysteries. Okay. We're on our own here. What is this? Men cannot get across this vegetation. Alright. Okay, let's block this path off and go to the Jellify Water one. There's a totem there. We can't get to this totem now. We have one of those things to get, and we've got a totem up there that we'll need to build up to. I think I remember what the thing with the houses... Ah! We have another totem here that we need to pick up. Okay. We'll get that in a little while. First, let's actually get this. Although... Ah! There's hidden sources underground. Good to know. But I'm fine uncovering the ones down here. They're not going to be able to do too much. And excellent, the men have made it to the first totem. Okay, they've unlocked that. In this arid desert, vegetation cannot grow on its own. You need to bring water for the palms to grow. For vegetation to grow in the desert, it needs water. Got it. Well, we'll go and pick that up. We'll be able to figure out ways to get water. And the men can go and pick all these things up, which is nice. The challenge in this map is getting enough water to actually, you know, get vegetation. I mean, temporarily flooding areas does help, because then it will, the vegetation will grow. Okay, you need a bit of land. That's perfectly fine. I can give you some land. Right at the edge here. There you go. And we have a new story. New story from the memory. Animals. What do we learn for animals? The Destroyer. The earth grew tired one day of being trampled by the animals. It commanded the plants to grow so strong that all life perished, suffocated. The most massive of animals burst into a blind rage, crushing the vegetation under its bulk. The vegetation surrendered, but the anger of the destroyer abides. The destroyer feeds on plants. Its mass is such that crushes all in its path, including the prickly that stops all other animals. A destroyer is a danger to all villages. Okay. Okay, you are bringing that over, which is good. I'd like to get this vegetation over to here. We do need to get up here, but in order to do that, we will need more dirt. In order to build a ramp for us to reach it. And now they should... Oh, nope, they still need more of a lip. There, now they should be able to get up, I think. Yes. Now they can get up there. Oh, that's the area we're going to need to get to. Well, on the plus side, we are managing to get water in here. Yeah, look at that. Now it's all spreading. And we've managed to get the third one. Now we just need to be able to get there. You can use a new power of breath. The power to evaporate will remove water progressively from across the map over a limited period of time. This new power to evaporate, okay, lowering the water level of a lake that blocks the... Okay. New story from the memory. Powers. The ancients needed to settle in a valley that was flooded. The shaman told the water, "Grant us the music to turn you into vapor, and we will make a great cloud of you." Delighted, the water accepted. Thus the power was born. The evaporate power lowers the level of water wherever it is found. The effect is temporary. I am going to block these for now, because I will need to in order to get into here. Okay, yeah, look at that. Look at that spreading. It's gonna take a while. Okay, removing it does kind of cause a slight problem. I know there's got to be other sources around here. Oh, I think I found one over here. Yes, there's one over here. Okay, I found a source. I'm fine with that being there. Because now I should be able to get this down here. And this will proceed to spread quite a bit. And they all have... Oh, with the rustling of the trees, the wind in the long grasses, the shaman distinguished... Okay, new memory of the tribe. It's only half done, though. Still, what do we have next? Vegetation. The Tree of Water. One day, a tree attempted to stop the tide that rose ever higher. It swallowed all the water it could, but it bloated so much that it exploded. And thus it continues to this day. The water tree grows on the land. During its lifetime, it constantly absorbs water by its roots, then explodes in a magnificent geyser. Its seed is released, and a new tree grows in its stead. When fire approaches, it releases the water it stores and pushes back the fire surrounding it. Interesting. And indeed, look at that spread so nicely. That helps quite a bit. And you can kind of see the route it's taking. Okay, one of them is still trying to, you know, not die from all of this. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. It's spread out that way. Spread the palms over a large territory and it has attracted animals. Okay, those are definitely different. I'm pretty sure that would trigger, whatever it's called for certain people. That can't really be pleasant, can it? Oh yeah, look at this. This lake has formed quite a bit. We're almost there. Just a little bit more. There we go. New territory done. The palms search the earth with its roots. The trees babble with the wind and the grasses. Our shaman heard the voice of the ancients therein. You have spread the palms throughout the territory and discovered a new memory. Alright. Let's see here. The 1,000 sources. The ancients left the coast to explore inland. The country was covered with sources whose torrents eroded the soil and stripped it bare. The men decided to help the earth. They discovered the power evaporate, then buried the sources one after the other. Peace returned, but the vegetation deprived of water perished and the desert set in. The ancients, who had privileged the earth over water, were forced to leave. Okay. Let's see. I do think I need to block this off a bit, because now with all the water sources, it's kind of becoming hard for us to be able to get our people over to where they need to be. In fact, we now have rivers. Rivers that need to be blocked. Okay, that blocks off that flowing of river. Now I need to block these all off. All so that I'll be able to... Actually, do I need to? As long as I can get to it, that's fine. And these have a way around. If I choose this... And the men here are stuck. Okay, that's blocked off, I think. Why are you coming from there? I mean, of all places. Oh, there's a source there. I didn't even see that one. And right there. Okay, that explains it. Okay, now the men can actually get around to it. Not that we really need to, because I think we have almost enough men. Yep, we have enough men there. Okay. I mean, we have everyone there. We could theoretically just stop. Alright, go ahead and release the rivers. Unleash the water. Our people are safe. We've made it to where we need to be. And honestly, that's perfectly fine. We have the rivers we need. We can get to where we need to be and cover it with foliage. Oh, hey. We remove this barrier, then the water will actually go in this direction, I think. Which opens up another path. Oh, there's another source right there. Yeah, there's a lot of hidden sources in this place, I think. Hell, look, I just uncovered another. So why not just fill it with water and wondrous sources of river? Everyone is where they need to be now, it's fine. Yep, all is well. We've got massive rivers flowing everywhere. Sure, they're all a little separated, but they're all safe. Alright, let's move on. Where to next? A lot of the spike trees. Wildfires. On this island, strange trees have grown. Some are inhabited by the breath of fire, some by the breath of water. In the past, the ancients were able to extinguish the flames, but the cycle commenced without end. If we do not calm the breath of plants, something or other. The fire tree can be very dangerous for your villages. It engulfs its surroundings at regular intervals. The tree of water, when placed nearby, limits the spread of fire. But the tree of fire has its uses. While it heats up, it evaporates the water that flows nearby. Alright. Oh, we can go up here. This fire tree is a phoenix plant that cyclically bursts into flames, spreading fire all around it. The water tree gorges on water and reacts to heat by emptying its liquid in a single burst. Okay, so it seems like that fire will just continually happen. It does spread dirt continuously, but if we keep it separated, I think we'll be fine. If we can figure out how to keep it separated. Although, maybe we can move something. Oh geez, I just noticed there's one over there. You have discovered a new power of the breath. Extinguish fire allows you to put out the flames across the whole map for a limited amount of time. Good to know. Unfortunately, I don't think... This is the tree of water. It constantly absorbs water by its roots and explodes into a geyser when it is too full. When fire or lava approach, it spits out its water to protect itself. It acts as an effective barrier against fire. You can now move water trees. Go over to a tree of water, then press that long enough to uproot it. Uproot a tree of water, pressing that. Like so, I suppose. I mean, I could do this. That should keep the village safe from the fire. So I can go do Jellify water. Problem is... Okay, there's the ground. I can theoretically do this in order to try and keep the fire tree separate. I can only do so much. The fire tree will eventually set off and, yeah, cause problems. We've found the ideal place to found our village. Move the village by pressing spacebar on the totem, then move the ghost image of the totem to the indicated location. I think this village is currently safe. At least as far as I can guess. There's nothing else that's really going to happen, I think. I'm working on keeping this separated. With the rustling of the trees, the wind, and the long... Okay. We've uncovered another one. I'll check that in a bit. Oh boy. Just trying to keep this separated. Okay, that needs to be separated. You know, if we keep water there, it won't actually activate. That might keep it separated. Okay, that should not be happening. Okay, I managed to stop that from continuing on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that separated that out. And now it's completely separated. We should be fine there. It says we can move this, but I think it's fine. Yes, our people can get to where it needs to be. This one is going to be the difficult one. Getting over to here. Okay, yeah, I can get through that. Come on, I just need to... Building a village here will allow you to relocate trees of fire. Ah, so we do need to get over to there. We do that, we'll be fine. Ah, shit. That's definitely not good. Okay, that one burned down. And so did that one. Oh, you're fine. We can get you out. Another vegetation information. Okay, right. Powers. Put out fire. The fire was compelled by its insatiable appetite to race after the plants, animals, and men. When a fire threatened to consume his village, a shaman of the ancients sat down before it. He asked the fire to grant him the music of his movement, so that his village might be spared. Thus the power to halt fire was born. Excuse me. The put-out fire power stops fire wherever it may be. And 2 vegetations. The Tree of Fire. One day, a tree stole the breath of fire from a volcano. Since then, the fire avenges itself by devouring the entire tree, leaving only the seed to germinate or straight away. And the cycle recommences without end. The Tree of Fire grows on the land. At the end of its life, it catches fire. It evaporates all the water surrounding it before settling the vegetation on fire. Men and animals flee before its formidable flames, which even triggers the explosive tree, hence renewing the earth. The coral plant is the only plant to resist the flames of this tree, but only the water tree can contain its power. And the coral plant. Regularly, the fire would ravage a valley. One scrawny plant managed to hide in the earth. There, its roots imprisoned the breath of fire, which enveloped the plant with a fireproof hide. The coral plant grows on the naked earth, but does not encroach upon other vegetation. It will not grow on water or rock. Fire is extinguished upon contact with it. Okay, then. So, we can get over here, and then we can move it. Actually, yeah, let's finish getting this. We can spread out to save this. Think. Okay, I can separate that out easily enough. And I think I can separate that out. The rest of this I can't at the moment. I'll need more. Okay. You are not going to spread to there. And evaporate is now a safe spot. Okay. And looking at the time, I'm going to need to end this episode here. So, okay. Next episode, I'll need to figure out a way I can get over to here. This is going to be tricky. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. This has been a Let's Play of From Dust, and I shall see you all next time.